Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, happy time zone, everyone. It's Mike Jimmy, creator of Lavacora and CEO of Fairies and Ends, and we are here for the first time with a new show. This is going to be a monthly one where I design a new creature. Um, for those who don't know, Lavacora is a series of short stories where I um, follow all kinds of creatures on an alien world, all kinds of stories by different creators, and we have 7 issues in the series so far. Number 7 is coming up very soon. But like always, because they're alien creatures, you need concepts, and so I got quite a few. And so you gotta create creatures. Yeah, you gotta work on those. So that's what we're going to be doing for this. And let's see, what is that? Oh, that's still the same concept. But where are the underwater concepts? I don't know. Whatever. We are going to create a segmented swimming body with ramming horns, powerful scales. It's a slow creature and it's gigantic. So I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. That's the point. If you want to decide what I create next, then be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/fairies and end, fairy and end, singles instead of plural. And if you join the $5 patron tier, you can be a creature creator too. And every month I put out a poll where you can decide which creature is going to be decided next. And this is what this month has turned into. So that's what we're going to do. And the way I design creatures, that I will make very quick, easy to go thumbnails. So that is a bit big. I want a pencil. There we go. And these start rough, like very rough, right? And so what I'm just kind of looking for is what I want this thing to look like. It's going to be a ramming horns and powerful skills. So like we can think on horn designs, right? So something like that. Maybe. Then I just whoop, make it tiny. And we continue to the next one. And so a segmented body means that it's probably going to be longer, right? Technically, humans are segmented. Anything with a spine is segmented, uh, depending on how literally you're going to look at it. So maybe what I'm going to do is bring the horns down like so. And so, because this is a slow, gigantic creature, it's going to be on an Arctic Ocean. So it's probably just gonna eat plankton. You know, like a Cora version of a whale. It doesn't have to be that extravagant, right? But then, why would it have gigantic ramming horns? Well, it could have several reasons. It could be for mating, showing off how big a man you are, fighting off predators. I don't have any massive predators on Cora yet, but they're not impossible. Though at some point you got to be like, okay, well, when is size too much? And I think that considering giant and in an ocean, it's probably going to be like something like this. I got to lasso that. And not like that. Darn it. Free scale. Thank you. Like so. I just go very quick, very easy. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's no need to be perfect. Maybe I'm just gonna think about a head for a bit. Because when I'm thinking segmented bodies, like, you quickly get into tubes or circles, right? So because like if you have seen the crawl hugger in Long Core 5, it is essentially, let's see, just all little segments. Well, they're just blocks, right? And it's blocks or it's circles. So like this would be blocks, and then you would have your cylinders, and blocks would mean less mobility, and cylinders more. But since they're powerful scales, it's more likely that it's going to look like this. Unless, well, maybe we can go armored snake. How about that? Just massive armored snake. So I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to work off of just segments, right? And so it would be a swimming creature. So we can assume it has fins. Strong like that. And again, these don't have to be detailed. Just need to get a point across. Like that. I'll make it look powerful. And segmented could be that it looks like so. And on the sides, there's a thing. And suddenly, I'm kind of liking that. Let's keep that kind of body in mind. All right. Let's think about a head, because it's got powerful ramming horns. Now, horns are essentially things that stick out of your head, and they have a function. Whether it's protecting the face or attacking enemies or whatever. And, well, it doesn't say how many horns. We can go anyway. Yeah, they could push out icebergs. That could work. Ooh, there is a bubby. Let me run the other ticker real quick. Warning, there is a baby. Her crying means that I'm mute, so we can take care of her. Thanks for understanding. And now we go back to the other one. she's just been put to bed, so she's probably just wondering where her parents are. So, yeah, I'm actually thinking let's. Yeah, how about we do? What's with that? Yeah, it's gonna be segmented in eights anyway. How about we do 8 horns? So. Doo-doo. Horn here, horn here, horn here, horn. Yes, because we can, and don't do that, Mike. Alrighty. So we got body type. We have the head idea. Let's work it out. It is unlikely to be a carnivore. Ooh, that came from far. Because it is literally too big to be able to sustain itself. It's probably going to be working and living off of plankton, all kinds of plankton, of course, but like plankton. Because that's how you get big. You eat the thing that is most available, and that's always plankton. Doesn't matter where you go. Microbiology. It's everywhere. If you got the creepy crawlies right now, good, because they are everywhere. No. But because it is a. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Filter feeder. I want this to be much more circular. In fact, I'm going to make a different layer. What I'm going to do is give myself a little bit of a guideline. Make the life a little bit easier. Nope. There we go. Because I want there we are. And I will take a there. You might be thinking, what the hell is he doing now? Well, I'm giving myself guidelines. Make life easier. So that's that. That's up there. That's about there. Right there. There. And there. So that means that we can think about the type of horns. Got any suggestions? Love to hear it. And for anyone who says, you're cheating, using references. No, work smarter, not harder. I have an hour. I'm going to use it. Right. So here's the thing. These are just random types of horns. But if I'm looking for ramming horns, here we go. There we go. There. Those are ramming horns. I love these. All right. So here's the thing. Like, these are, very much one type and one type only. And we're gonna create a fantasy creature. We can go a little overboard. So what I think is going to happen is let me take that over there. Is we're gonna something like that. And I think 8 in that case is a little bit overkill. So this, and then just like that. Let's be forward. Yeah, something like that. There-ish. Again, it doesn't have to be pretty yet. We're not looking for pretty. We're looking for concept. We're looking for idea. And the thing is, I actually need this concept because it's going to be a background creature. And the next live on chorus, so the one not even the one we're going to crowdfund real soon, but the one I got to draw after that, because that is going to be an Arctic Ocean that we will be going through. Yeah, okay, so this needs to be removed. I need to clean this up. There we go. The head can move. Probably going to be shorter. And it just kind of trails behind. I think the little one had a nightmare. Doesn't have to be fast, so it's not gonna have fast fins. It's just gonna be, gonna be going through there, hitting an iceberg on their way home, casually, as one does. Four nice horns. Yeah, we're gonna dress it up. Just like that. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm starting to like this a lot. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. There's just a circle, so I can remove you. And I want side view real quick. So I have an idea of, how many segments, how, If you hear children outside, I am not apologizing. It means that the world is alive and that is a good thing. Personally, I love the fact that I live so close to a playground, and that kids actually play outside in the Netherlands. So, yeah. Like that. Just like that, you got something. Like, it doesn't always have to be hard. Doesn't always have to break the mold. Sometimes you just gotta go with what you like. I'm gonna move the references. So I'm actually gonna make this one much bigger. So this is the thing we're actually gonna draw, right? I'm gonna make them real low. And then I'm going to make it blue while I'm at it, so it's easier to see. And just a tiny black eye. And so if you've ever looked at any kind of creature, you will see that a lot of scales and points of interest start from the eye. So if you have mammals, their hair is going to grow away from their eyes to avoid hair in them. And there's quite a few more of those little details that you can just start to keep in mind when designing your own creatures to make your life a lot easier and make them work. There's these powerful ones, so they're going to be double layered. They need to be able to pack a punch, right? Maybe they once had a purpose. Maybe they're just to show off. Maybe they are there to just push icebergs because they're that big and they need their bloody space, right? Get out of my way. So there we go. Mm-hmm. Just let me turn on some background thingy. Let's see. Yep. Actually, in the background, let me turn on volume. There. Makes everyone's lives a little more bearable. I don't work in complete silence either. Let's see. I think a baby just walked in. Oh, no. Baby slaapt weer. Okay. Baby is asleep again. Not just adding a few of these. It's just a little bit of a dimension to everything. Yeah. Just like that. I want there to be some powerful skills back in front of here too, just in case, you know. So maybe this moves down like that. Same here. I mean, you don't want an iceberg jacking you in the jaw. Not good for anyone. There we go. Not everything needs to be perfect. Not everything needs to be according to nature. Sometimes you just gotta have fun. I mean, you're on a blue science fiction megastructure somewhere out in space. I mean, at what point, right? Does it matter? I decided on. Now there are brushes to make scales in Clip Studio Paint, and if it is your jam, absolutely go for it. If you want a texture, that is definitely something you want to go for. I actually get a lot of pleasure out of drawing separate scales. And so the thing that bothers me here is that I need to. There. I want a pattern. Patterns are nice. That. A few things I don't want to change. There's a certain amount of movement that's required, which means that there's more skills in certain areas and less in others. I hope you're enjoying the show. Be sure to give a like and subscribe if you haven't yet to the Indie Comics Network. It means a lot. Oh, a lot. And yeah, if you want to be part of this whole endeavor, join the $5 patron tier, and you will be able to decide on the next creature concept, just like this. Just like that. If you're thinking, well, Mike, you're being very rough and dirty about this. Yeah, well, that's because all my detail really comes out in the inks, and you will definitely see that for this one as well. 2, 3, 4. Something this big is going to have other things living on top of it. Just like that. Yeah, so. Maybe it's slow enough that there can be plants living on top of it, right? Not entirely impossible. For the size of the planet anyway. Might as well have things living on you. Microcosms! Go macro. I've got a horn. There we go. second place. This hard to be cracked. Just like that. Good afternoon, nerd. How you doing, Chad? There we go. There we go. I think I'm liking this. Just gonna fix things here and there that I do not like. Example. Place click on look. Yes, they're ahead. So let me fix this up a bit. Again, I'm not looking for realism. I'm just looking for something that works on Korra, you know, and could potentially live at some point, you know. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be great. Well, I like great, but I like good enough as well. Alrighty. And let me get the right paper in my machine, and we will get on inking. Come here. 3, close. And file, export. There we go. I've been going for 45 minutes, but that's okay. It shouldn't take that long to ink. All right. While that is going on, I'm going to set up the second camera. Let's plug it in as well. Go. That came out not the way I wanted. Let me retry that. Landscape and more settings. Wonderful. Oh, wait. I will save it as a PDF because then it will come out the way I want it. Maybe I need to wait for it to be done. Yeah. The printing grayscale properties A3. Okay. Print. That should be a little better. Come on. Let's see. It's having trouble. Just gonna let it do its thing. But yeah, tell me what you think about the design, guys. I'm gonna be moving things around so I can start inking. It is having a lot of trouble. I wonder why. Sorry guys, technical difficulties apparently. Alright, cancel it and yeah. Just gonna lower DPI. See if that helps. Probably. Here. There we go. Much faster. Supposedly. Hey, there we go. All right. We move things down. All right. And here we are. Let me see. I should be able to. There. Is that a way to do it? I suppose. I can solo layout it. That's fine. Anyway. Time to get inking. Now I do pretty much everything with Quilt and black and Indian ink. Just plain Talon's Indian ink. Nothing special about it. Doesn't have to be special. Just needs to work. I myself a little extra light though. All these little cracks and things. This thing has been around, right? It's been living for a while, so it's gonna be bruised and battered a bit. And it's gonna be, full adult. Yeah, that's still focused. Okay, good. I don't use this webcam very often. I don't like the color on it. I should get a second C920. My main camera, because it's way better. I don't design too many creatures nowadays. It's a shame. I love doing it. I mean, I have to for every single issue, but yeah, well. Probably not gonna finish today because we have been going for over an hour. I'd like to have been a little further, but technical difficulties, hooray! So, yeah, I will post the final result to my Facebook, and my patrons will get a first look, of course. And if you want to decide on what creature I will draw next month, well, be sure to join me on Patreon. And you can become a creature creator too. Let me see. All right. Actually, I should. Do it like so. Lovelies, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, my Julie Bruin, creator of Lavacora and CEO of Resonance, and this has been the first time on the monthly creature feature. where I make a new Love and Korra creature with your suggestions from Patreon. So I want to give a huge shout out to the patrons so far, who helped decide on which creature it would be, which this month has been an Arctic ocean biome creature, a segmented swimming body with ramming horns, and powerful skills. It would be slow and it would be gigantic, and I think we got pretty close to that. I think I picked all the thingamajigs. So yeah, catch you next month every first Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central European time. And I will, of course, see you over on Hung Animation every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central European, where I work on my animated pilot for Live on Korra. So if you want a little preview of that, here you go.
Are you absolutely sure about this, Toyvin?
Absolutely certain, Ogson. If there was any other way, I'd consider it.
Let's do it then.
The stones are stable. Follow my lead.
So, what do you know about the Aquanids?
I'll tell you later. This is where we take a leap of faith.
What do you mean?
Hop on and find out.
Yep. So those are the first couple of scenes, and we're turning it into a complete pilot of about 9.5 minutes. So come join me Thursday. It means a lot, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, you can pick up a lot of things on how to animate in Clip Studio as well. So stay awesome, and thank you for watching.